Hello, hello, hello. Inspirational guidance tarot here. Ebony, I'm here to do messages for Libra. How you doing, Libra? I hope all is well with you. Um, Messages may not resonate with you. You may have to check out your moon or your rising sign. If you'd like to inquire more about it, you can go over to cafeastrology.com where you put in some simple information. It'll pull up your whole birth chart and everything you need to know will be there, okay? My messages are timeless. I don't do weeklies, monthlies, or anything like that. I come and put forth a message, and whatever's there, I move forward with encouraging, inspiring the best way that I can, in hopes that it does resonate, if not majority, someone who really needs to hear it, definitely. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Cross watcher as well, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Please do like, please do comment, and please do subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel to grow. It helps me to bring more to the channel, as well as evolve as well. And I would greatly appreciate that. Cross watcher, I've been there, done that. We all need answers. We all need some type of encouragement, enlightenment, somewhere along the lines. Not everybody are fortunate to have a lot of people that give us the best advice or have the best intentions for us. Okay, so I truly understand it, and I have been one to do so. Okay, went right up here to see what was going on. Okay, whatever information that resonated with me, I definitely took it and flew right along. Those that have been here with me, thank you for your dedicated support. I appreciate you and love you much. Okay, please do continue to like. Please do continue to comment to the channel. Okay, I do greatly appreciate it. All right, so Libra, Libra, Libra. This is your what it is that you mostly need to know. Read, okay. And I'm thinking of this actually being a format for me. Because if it's love, it's love. If it's money, it's money. You know, it's what it is that you and what's mostly important that you need to know. And I'm thinking that that's more of a feel for me. So I'm thinking it will be more of those type of readings coming forward than just what's going on. You know, it's more like what the hell you need to know. Okay, it could be something behind your back. It could be something that you know of, a decision that you need to make, you're not making, what you need to know about anything that's going on and how to move forward in it. Okay, and I think I give more information in detail with these reads than anything, but you leave it in the comments and let me know. Okay, so with that being said, Libra, enough of the but chitter in the chatter. Let's go ahead and get into your read. Okay. Libra, you have the Fool and you have the Hangman. Risky, 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 risky. So what I'm seeing here for you right now, Libra, is the Fool is you taking a risk. Okay, you're taking a risk on a journey alone. You're taking a risk to do something. You're changing your perspective when it comes down to taking a risk. You're looking at things a little bit more clearly, or you could be hanging in limbo in which direction to go in. You're trying to see things through when it comes down to where it is that you need to be and what it is that you need to be doing. You can also have clear focus, clear mind on what it is you need to do, that you can actually be looking at. This is a read of what you need to know. So I get very in it, okay? You could be changing your perspective on your foolish ways, okay? Looking at yourself now and seeing how foolish you were with doing particular things, okay? Whether that's indulging in things, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's out here, however it is of being a fool, okay? You could be changing your perspective of that when it comes down to your view of how you've been acting. But let's go ahead and clarify it, shall we? And then we'll get in depth with you. Now, I'm going to pull it. Fool for Libra. Hunger. Clarify the Hangman up. Resistance. Do I take it? And I pull. Yes. Hangman. Okay. Oh, we got 3. Resilience, resistance, and will on the Hangman. So you're changing your perspective about how to move forward. You're changing your perspective on the things that you've been resisting. You're changing your perspective on what it is that your life purpose is, or your purpose is, your will to do things that is necessary and needs to be done. Okay, Libra. So when it comes down to hunger, I'm going to go ahead and look for it. Number 29. When it comes down to your hunger, it's basically feed the good and the hope within you. Okay, there will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. And this can actually be these risks that you've been taking. Okay, you could have been going out and doing unnecessary things, Libra, taking unnecessary chances, okay, that have been placing you in the opposite direction of where it is that you've been guided to go in, or the opposite of direction of where it is that you need to be in. Okay, and you could actually be changing your focus on that. But let's go ahead and get in depth, shall we? And I also pre-shuffle the cards, so excuse me, Libra. Oh, and if you're a Sagittarius cross watcher, welcome, happy birthday. Clarify the Fool for Libra. We get the 7 of Wands. We get the 4 of Swords. We get the Lovers. We get the Musician. Wow, Libra. It could be dealing with a Gemini, because we have the Musician and the Lovers here. So what I'm seeing here is that you took many risks. You separated yourself from what it is that you value, separated yourself from what it is that you hold value to. Okay. When it comes down to you manifesting and creating, when it comes down to a commitment, when it comes down to you making a head over heart decision. Okay. Is what I'm seeing here. Going for your wish fulfillments. Okay. Celebrating, indulging. Could have been indulgence. Okay. Going within about things now. Okay. When it comes down to a new start, ready to go ahead and move forward and charge forward ahead with confidence, bringing balance in your life. Here you are showing up, bringing balance when it comes down to past things that you've been doing, past situations, past looking at things. Okay. Bringing balance together, things that may have hurt you, things that you may have gone through, okay? And kind of taking them out and kind of focusing on just clearly the happiness of it all, okay? Looking at things from the past again that you walked away from. People, places, things, whatever that be for you. Looking at the missed opportunities. Looking at the crying over spilt milk. Looking at all the trying that you had to do, all the strength that you had to put in, whether it be with a particular person, situation, but looking at all the strength, okay? Just to be empowered. Clarify the 7 of Wands. Oh, not yet, Libra. Clarify the 7 of Wands for Libra. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, you get the Emperor and you get the Temperance. What it is that you're holding value. Looking at yourself when it comes down to taking a risk. Being a fool. When it comes down to power. When it comes down to the balance, the clarity of power. Not looking at the value in yourself, the power that you hold. Okay. Not being patient with yourself when it comes down to being powerful as you know to be, or making empowered choices. Not being very clear on that, not making those, being patient and not really looking more to that. Kind of like being a fool is like I'm rushing, I'm not being patient. I'm not making empowered choices, I'm just making a choice. That's what you've been struggling with, crying about, upset about, saddened about. All the missed opportunities of you moving so quickly. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor. Six of Pentacles. The balance. Okay. Making the empowered choices that you need to make. The value in it. The value in you. So you're looking at all these risks when you were the fool of not being very powerful and taking your time, balancing yourself out. Valuing the balance within the power. Clarify Temperance for Libra. King of Cups is hanging sideways. That would be being balanced with yourself, with being loving, caring, offering of your love, thoughtful. Not valuing how thoughtful and caring and loving that you are. Or not being patient with yourself and loving and being thoughtful and caring to yourself. Having the clarity that was also a burden as well. Clarify Temperance. Nine of Swords and Death. Taking a risk. Being a fool when it comes down to not being patient. You're not being patient. If you're being a fool and you have temperance here, you're not being patient with yourself at all. You're being very foolish when it comes down to what you're being patient about and for. It's been giving you anxiety. What you've been being foolish about is not trusting your present moment and not letting go and embracing new beginnings. Five of Swords. Empty victories. Not being patient with yourself when it comes down to by the fool being here is basically saying you were being a fool by not being patient. Okay. And it's leaving you to have anxiety and sleepless nights. Not letting go of things you need to let go so you can embrace the new in your life. Libra is what I'm seeing here. Clarify Death for Libra. Clarify Death for Libra. Three of Cups, exactly. Okay, so you can embrace these new opportunities coming, even on an emotional level. Whatever it is that emotionally fulfills you, whether that's love, whether that's anything that could just make you happy and make your emotions just be celebrating. You're not letting go of things that you need to let go of. So you can be celebratory. So you can celebrate new things in your life because you're still crying over spilt milk. You're still feeling left out in the cold because you were juggling a relationship that was very toxic and you've been holding on to it, crying over it and looking at it as a missed opportunity when you or someone else are the reason why someone walked away. And it's someone from your past and balance had came in. They moved forward, charged ahead, had a new beginning, went within doing what they need to do and feeling very abundant while you are sitting here burdened. Burdened by the emotions you didn't offer. Burdened by the collaboration you didn't give to this particular person who was doing what it is that's necessary. Staying grounded, staying stable. Not realizing the goal. Not realizing how protected or safe you would have been. Not realizing how strong this person was. Now wanting the opportunity to come back around again, it's conflicting. It's conflicting. Because it comes down to what it is that you were trying to harvest, or whatever it was harvest. When it comes down to this direction, it's the Three of Swords. It's heartbreaking. It's a judgment call that's actually being made for somebody to be logical and go ahead and speak the truth and illuminate what needs to be illuminated to this particular person. But this particular person is being very victorious and moving forward and focusing on clearly what they want to make happen when it comes down to a relationship or a connection, what it is that they see. And holding back their emotions from you is not very successful for you, but it's definitely a wish fulfillment and a healing for them, because someone here still wants to keep their options open. That's just when it comes down to a relationship. This is something that you also was foolish about. Clarify the Musician for Libra. And then you get the Judgment. This is what you've created. You've created and manifested this. Heartbreak. Now it's a need for you to see things very clearly when it comes down to what you want to harvest. Okay? But the heartbreak came because of you not trusting your ideas in a direction that you needed to go in. And that's what brought forth the conflict. With you standing in your power and getting grounded. Or this could have been a particular person that you needed to get grounded with, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay? Somebody decided they was going to move to calmer waters and have a passionate new start. Look out for their own self, their security, focus clearly on their money, and still was feeling left out in the cold. But this is something that you or someone else created, Libra. And when I'm talking about what you need to know, I'm basically talking about what it is you need to know. So this is you who created this madness for yourself. Okay? And now the judgment is here for you to look back at yourself with compassion. Clarify Judgment. Page of Pentacles. Look back at yourself with compassion. That there are opportunities still here for personal growth. Opportunities with you. Be compassionate to yourself and know that you have these opportunities that can come in. And you can create these opportunities. Even though you may have missed the boat on opportunities that you've had, that you now may possibly be looking at. Still know that you can charge forward, having still opportunities for yourself. Or being open to those opportunities, should I say. Personal growth as well. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers for Libra. The Nine of Wands wanted to jump. Four of Cups. Okay, this could be a commitment. You missed the opportunity. Again, the Lovers is Gemini. It could have been a Gemini. You missed the opportunity with this particular person, or you missed the opportunity when it came down to a commitment. A trusting, loving commitment. And you missed the opportunity because you didn't listen to your heart. You didn't follow what it is that you knew of with this particular situation. Nine of Wands. Clarify the Four of Cups. Right. Decision. The Lovers is also ahead of a heart decision. Okay. So clarifying the Four of Cups is a decision. So you could have been a fool when it came down to this commitment, looking at it as a missed opportunity, or just kind of just looking at it and not doing nothing about it. Or making a decision, but missing it as an opportunity. It was a missed opportunity because you didn't make a decision. It was wish fulfillment for you. But you went at it alone. Celebrating clearly by yourself, starting something new, fulfilling your own wishes, collaborating with yourself. Okay, just with you and your emotions. Bam. And it was a burden then. Because this was a missed opportunity. Or this could actually be You were foolish in not making a commitment with yourself. Okay, making that commitment, keeping those commitments that you've made for you to yourself, and making the decisions that you need to make moving forward, having that clarity, trusting in it, and whatever it was or whatever the outcome would be wouldn't clearly be the focus, but the focus is that you've charged forward ahead on what it is that you've decided upon when it came down to your commitments. Clarify the Four of Swords for Libra. Clarify the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Separated from the sun. Are you separated from the sun? From your abundance, from your joy, from your love, taking your rest? Why are you taking a rest? What are you blinded by? Going within. About having a new beginning, having a new start, charging forward ahead, being abundant. When it comes down to being balanced in you. Now you're taking your rest to rejuvenate. Go within. Because the sun is rejuvenation as well. Four of Swords is taking a rest, the vitality. You get your rest so you can be rejuvenated. The sun, rejuvenated. You were a fool to take a rest from being rejuvenated. Now you're looking at this with the Hangman energy. You rest on your laurels, morals, perspectives, your views, your values. You took a rest on all of it. Your health, your well-being, the love for self. You took a rest on the sun. Your abundance, your happiness. Clarify the sun. Queen of Swords. Clarifying the sun is the Queen of Swords. What talks more about the sun? The Queen of Swords. Someone who cuts things out, who protects themselves no matter what's the cost. You rested on the sun. You rested on the sun. And the reason you did that is because you cut everything out of your life that would have brung you joy, that would have brung you happiness, that would have brung you abundance, that would have brung you healing. You cut it out. And that was foolish. And why did you cut it out? Under the moon, the wolf. You were more hungry for the power. You were hungry for getting it your way, how you see fit to get it. Though the direction you was going in was probably a direction that needed you to be patient. In order to be that powerful emperor, there was a need for patience. There was a need for balance. There was a need for you to create and manifest, making a commitment to someone or to yourself. There was a need for you to also rest. And you were foolish in all of this. And this is all of why you were. When I clarify them all. Okay? Libra, Libra, Libra. Sure what you need to know most. Libra. Nothing comes out of this situation. Of course it won't. When you're being a fool, doing these foolish things, you're blocking blessings. You're blocking things that are trying to come into you. You're blocking opportunities. You're doing more taking than you're giving. And it's a time now for you to give than to take. You're doing more being selfish, worried about the you and the situation and what it is that you can get out of a particular thing, person, whatever that is for you, in order to fuel you forward because you're hungry. You want what you want when you want it, how you want it, when it's clearly saying that there was a need for you to be patient. But you can because you didn't see the value in that. Your commitment is being tested, Libra. That commitment with yourself, that commitment, the commitments that you've made to yourself, the commitments you made between you and God, universe, okay? Your commitment is being tested. Whether that's a relationship that you have with a particular person, a friendship, family dynamic, whatever it is, it's being tested. Under the deck is nothing's going to come out of this situation if you continue to remain foolish. Why? Because there's a time for healing right now. Prosperity can lie ahead and an end of a cycle could come and a new start can happen, but communication will be the key. Because there's a need for you to love yourself. Know that your loved ones and you are safe. Loving you. Okay? Working through your fears. Okay? Is what's needed right now, Libra. Archangel Michael, ask Archangel Michael to help you with the situation is like this. So you want to let him in, but then you don't. Or you want to let him in, but then you take it back and try to control things yourself. Lean on God and your angels for support. It's a need for prayer. It's a need for healing. It's a need for you to go within. It's a need for you to step out of the way, Libra. You're in the way of what's supposed to be coming towards you, what you're supposed to have, what you're supposed to be enlightened about. You're in your own way because you keep wanting to follow your own path the way you see it. But your way is getting in the way. And that's probably why you're now looking at things a little differently and changing your perspective. But let's see. Clarify the Hangman for Libra. We get the Two of Pentacles. We get the Knight of Swords. There you go. Choosing your battles now. You're looking at things a little differently. You're seeing things a little clearly now. Okay. When it comes down to your best possible decisions. Okay. What it is that you were juggling. Okay. What it is that you need to focus on more of, or what it is that you need to bring into balance. Okay. You have messages coming in from someone who could possibly been changing your perspective or helping you change your perspective, or is you telling yourself and you looking at it like looking at things now a little clearly. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Three of Swords. You're looking at the heartbreak in the juggling. Having the clarity now. Having the truth come out. The enlightenment. Okay? You're changing your perspective when it comes down to your juggling. Your decisions that you've made. Okay? You're looking at things more logically. Okay? You're looking at the heartbreak. You're seeing things clearly for what they are now. Who they are. Who you are. What you've done. How you've done it. Clarify the Knight of Swords for Libra. Four of Pentacles. Looking at the battles that you did have. What you've been holding on to. Looking at now what it is that you need to release. What you was holding on to that brought you victory, or you thought brought you victory, because the Hangman is changing your perspective. So what you thought brought you victory really brought you heartache and pain. Now you're being guided to the truth. You're enlightened about this. The change that needs to happen for you. The change that's happening in your life. The tower moment, where you got thrown from it to the ground. Back probably broken, leg, ankle, arm, head, concussion. Because there's a need for you to think logical about things. Things that you've been crying over, things that you have walked away from, things that were in your past, things that you know you had to be strong for. Things that you put in your head, things that you needed to heal from, things that were illuminated to you, messages that came in, children. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. The past. Things you've been holding on to. Again, crying over spilt milk. About it. Clarify the Three of Swords for Libra. Two of Cups. So when it comes down to your perspective, what you're looking at now, what you're viewing this juggling act that brought you a heartbreak when it came down to a connection that you had. Or a connection that you have. You're looking at things differently now. You're looking at it like, goodness gracious, like, okay, I'm seeing things clearly when it comes down to the trust, the loyalty, the friendships, the dynamics, the connections, the loving connections. Okay? I'm looking at the decisions that I've made, my logical thinking, the battles that I've chose, the things that I was holding on to from the past. I'm changing my perspective on it because I was foolish for it all. And this is why I was foolish. And now I'm changing my perspective on this right here. And that's a great thing. Show the world the real you, Libra. Stand up. Expect a powerful change. A fiery climax approaches. Exactly. Bow you now. Changing your perspective. You're going to expect this change. It's going to be very powerful. Powerful in a way where what it is that you're thinking of changing and recreating and manifesting over again. What you're thinking about right now and changing your perspective and your views about how you're seeing things and how foolish you were with certain things. That enlightenment is going to be so powerful that this fiery climax that approach, what's coming for you is everything that you have been desiring. See, the door, right behind the door was everything you needed. It was you getting in your own way of going towards the door and opening it. Or you will go towards the door and you just don't want to touch the knob because it might be too hot. Not knowing that you were powerful enough to open the door yourself without even touching the knob. All you had to do was change your perspective. Door automatically opened up for you. But sometimes we got to go through our dark side, our shadow side. We have to go through it in order to get control of it, to be able to embrace it and be okay with it. So when my dark side show up, it's like, I know it's my dark side showing up. But I can let my light side in too. And be still with my moment. It's like to say, as an example, I might be upset about something, really going off about something, you know. But my light side is my calm side. It comes in and it kind of just had me sit with it. Not go to the extent of acting, allowing my shadow side to really rule me to where now I'm about to do something very foolish. But allow my light side to also I embrace the shadow and bring forth my light. Balancing myself out to say, okay, I'm angry about the situation. I'm mad about the situation. I'm mad because of this, because of that, because of that. Da, 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 da. Talking it out so much that the light comes in to calm it down and saying it's going to be all right. They're going to do one of two things. You run with the dark and knowing where it leads you because you're light. Okay? Or you're going to run with the light and allow this to calm down with ease. Allow yourself to calm down with ease and come to a solution to the problem. Problem may be just as simple as letting someone go. Letting something go. And having that understanding, is it going to be better for you or not, doesn't even matter. Right now at the moment, it's better for you. Now later on, the person may come back around, then you'll look at that situation. And now you'll be able to talk about what riled you up in the first place in a calm manner and reach a resolve. Going separate ways or coming to an understanding, to each his own. Right? Libra. Your home is protected by angels. Okay? And this is literally, could be your home. Okay? Or it can just simply be your heart and where it is that you're being guided to. It can be your efforts, your job, whatever keeps you stable is protected if you were thinking of it. Okay? We also have shield yourself. That's you protecting you. See, when you go into this trance, when you go into this change, when you go into, this is the powerful change that's coming when you change your perspective of how foolish you actually been, Libra. You or someone else. Okay, let's put it like that. Whatever resonates. Because I hear somebody saying, no, it's not me. It's him. It's her. It's okay. Whatever resonates. But when you go into this, you want to know, will you be protected in doing so? How would you be looked at? How would you be? Listen, you're going to be fine, Libra. Okay? You're going to be totally fine. When it comes down to your loved ones, your vehicle, your job, your kids, your everything, it's going to be fine. It's going to work out for you. Okay? You have to trust that. You have to believe that. And you have to also be that. Be that it's going to work out. Because you're not going to stop unless it does. But that's still transforming for that to happen. That's still changing your perspective. That's still moving in a different direction than you are right now. That's still making commitments to yourself, okay, and standing firmly on it. That's still opening up to be giving and then more taking, okay? It's still you setting your standards higher, valuing yourself, valuing what's going on. That's bringing your faith back and believing. That's that getting real with you, showing the world the real you. And knowing you have another side, but showing up who it is that you need to be, want to be, where it is that you want to be and need to be. What do you want? What are you trying to manifest and create for yourself? Not so much as what are you willing to do to get there, but what's the sacrifice? And when you ask yourself that question, what's the sacrifice? On which side of the sacrifice are you willing? The dark or the light? Because see, in the dark sacrifice, you're going to jail maybe. You might could be dead. I'm just saying. It's more abundant when you sacrifice in the sun. Just saying. My opinion. My opinion. Answers for Libra. There's something better. This is overall your read. There is something better. And there's no need for you to worry. Just get the information you need to get for you. And you're doing it, or will be, changing your perspective. But there's something better. Something better out here for you, Libra. Something better than what you're doing. It's something better. And the only way you protect yourself is by changing your perspective. Hope is the conduit for miracles. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Energy flows where my intention goes. The presence of love will always cast out the fear. And I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Exactly. There's something better. Something better. Universe got your back. God got your back. I'm telling you right now what it is. Change your perspective. Changing your thoughts. Bringing the results. Positive results. Thoughts is positive results. Positive results is for positive thinking. However you want to see it, Libra. All right. So we're going to go ahead and clarify your hunger. Number 29 could be significant. Will. Number 13 could be significant. Resistance. Number 25 can be of significance. Resilience. Number 21 can be of significance. Clarify hunger. The Fool. And you got to, it clarified the Fool. Ain't that something? I clarified the Fool with this card. Now I'm clarifying again with this card. Taking a risk. How hungry are you? And for what? What are you willing to do to get there? It's supposed to feed the good. Okay? And the hope. Not the arrogance or the ego. Clarify the Fool for Libra. Queen of Pentacles. So you're hungry for taking a risk on a particular person, or you're hungry for taking a risk on getting grounded with yourself, stable with yourself. And it's more so what I'm looking at. You're looking to either take a risk on a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, or you're looking to take a risk and you're hungry for the prosperity. Grounded, stable, career. Okay? Warmth, love. But what it's saying is, because I'm using them as an outcome, be hungry for that. Take a risk on getting grounded, getting stable, getting career-driven, focused, business-oriented, creative, focused on motherly, fatherly duties. Clarify Wheel for Libra. You get you in the King of Cups. The Wheel is for what? For you to stand in your power and be very thoughtful, very caring, very loving. family oriented, abundant, clarify justice, abundant, for the will to go in your favor. So your will to be thoughtful, caring, and loving and balance yourself out is also to balance out this wheel. Clarify the wheel for Libra. That's the Hangman again. Balance, justice in your favor. The will to turn in your favor. Changing your perspective. That's the will. That's what will happen. That's what will out of you. You should will to do. Clarify the Hangman for Libra. For success. Changing your perspective when it comes to success. You could fear that. Have the will to change your perspective about how thoughtful and caring you are, about yourself, about karmic ties and things going round and round in circles. Change your perspective on your success, for your success, for your healing, for your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, your goals. Get clear. Get real clear what they are. Follow your passions. Be inspired. Clarify resistance for Libra. Eight of Swords and the Strength. Resist being in your head. Resist the negative thoughts. Resist being bogged down. Resist the self-imposed and self-inflicted thoughts that you're having in your head about particular people, places, or things, or where you were. Okay? Because where you were is not where you are. Maybe the decisions may have gotten you here, but doesn't mean it's where you stay. Have that strength to do so. Resist being in your head. Resist being the playboy or the playgirl. Look at that. Or the playgirl. Resist it. Resist charging forward ahead so quickly. Clarify strength. Have the strength. Stop resisting manifesting your opportunities. Stop resisting communicating clearly what it is that you want. Stop being defensive. Or should it be resisting being so strong where you feel like you don't need help? Resisting so strongly about what it is that you keep putting in your head. Because when you're too strong, that's ego. Resist being egotistical and get out your head. Okay? Being all defensive. Clarify resilience. Three of Pentacles. Exactly. Ten of Pentacles. Resilience. Moving forward. Charging ahead. No matter what's heavy on you. Going towards what it is that you know. Going towards what it is that you want to accomplish. What you want to create. Okay? What you want to manifest. Whether you have to ask for that support, show some support to get support, to get here, then do so. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. There you go. Stay dedicated. Stay charging ahead. Okay? Stay collaborating with people when it comes down to your finances. Stay supporting others and allowing others to support you. Stay working on your craft. Be resilient in doing so. This has also been something conflicting for you. It's also been a block for you when it comes down to what it is that you want to harvest, because you haven't been focused on what you want to make happen, because you're not at peace. But totally knowledgeable and wise about your situation. Totally wise in knowing that you need to trust yourself and what it is that you see, and what it is that you know is truth. And that's what I got for you here, Libra. The number 0, the number 12, 29, 13, 25, and 21 can be of significance for you. And this is your what you need to know. But there's no need to worry. But it is definitely a need for you to change your perspective when it comes down to this foolishness that has been actually going on. And again, take what resonates. It can be you or someone else. Okay? So with that being said, please like, please do comment, please do subscribe. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, Libra, okay? Bye.